You use USB every single day. To charge your phone, to connect a keyboard, to plug in storage devices. But here's the surprising part. Most people don't actually understand how USB works. That's why two cables that look exactly the same can behave very differently. One charges your laptop quickly, another barely charges your phone. In this video, we'll break down every major USB version. From USB 1.0 to USB-C simply, clearly, and without unnecessary technical jargon. USB stands for Universal Serial Bus. It was created to replace dozens of different cables and ports with one universal standard. Before USB, computers had separate connectors for keyboards, mice, printers, and storage devices. Connecting hardware was confusing and inconsistent. In many cases, you even had to restart the computer. USB changed that. It introduced a single system that worked across devices. You could plug something in, and it would usually work instantly. Another important feature was hot swapping. This meant devices could be connected or disconnected while the computer was running. At the time, this was a major improvement. USB 1.0 was released in 1996. It supported speeds of up to 12 megabits per second. By modern standards, this is extremely slow. USB 1.0 was mainly used for basic peripherals. Keyboards, mice, simple input devices. Using USB for file transfers was possible, but not practical. Even small files could take a long time to copy. Soon after, USB 1.1 was introduced. It fixed compatibility problems and became the first widely adopted USB standard. This is where USB started to gain real traction. USB 2.0 arrived in the year 2000. And this is where USB truly became mainstream. The maximum speed increased to 480 megabits per second. That's roughly 40 times faster than USB 1.0. Suddenly, flash drives became practical. Printers worked more reliably. External hard drives became common. USB 2.0 also improved power delivery. This allowed small devices like MP3 players, cameras, and early smartphones to charge via USB. Even today, many devices still rely on USB 2.0. Keyboards, mice, and other low-speed peripherals don't need anything faster. USB 2.0 is also backward compatible with older USB versions, but they operate at the slower speed. USB 3.0 was introduced in 2008. This version increased speeds dramatically, up to 5 gigabits per second, more than 10 times faster than USB 2.0. USB 3.0 also introduced full duplex communication. This means data can be sent and received at the same time. However, this is where USB naming started to become confusing. USB 3.0 was later renamed USB 3.1 Generation 1. USB 3.1 became USB 3.1 Generation 2. And USB 3.2 combined multiple standards under one name. As a result, two cables labeled USB 3 might support very different speeds. USB 3 versions are backward compatible with USB 2.0. But when connected to older devices, they fall back to lower speeds. Despite the confusing names, USB 3 brought massive improvements in speed and efficiency. USB-C is not a speed standard. It is a connector type. This is one of the most important things to understand. A USB-C cable can carry USB 2.0 data, USB 3 data, Thunderbolt, video signals, and power. But not all USB-C cables support all of these features. That's why one USB-C cable can charge a laptop quickly, while another can only handle slow charging. USB-C is also reversible. You can plug it in either way. No more guessing which side is correct. Some USB-C connections can even carry video signals like DisplayPort or HDMI if the device supports it. USB power delivery allows devices to negotiate how much power they need. Instead of supplying a fixed amount of power, the charger and device communicate with each other. This makes fast charging possible for laptops, tablets, and phones. However, both the charger and the cable must support USB power delivery. Otherwise, charging speeds will be limited. Some USB-C chargers can deliver up to 100 watts of power. That's enough for many modern laptops. USB is confusing for three main reasons: speed, power, and connector type. The same USB-C connector can support completely different capabilities. It all depends on the cable, the port, and the device. USB-C may look simple on the outside, but what's inside the cable matters a lot. USB started as a simple idea. One cable for everything. Today, it's fast, flexible, and powerful, but also confusing. If you remember just one thing, remember this. USB-C is just the shape. Speed and power depend on the cable and the devices you're using. Now you know how USB really works. Ready for the next generation?